Good morning, guys. How are y'all this morning? I've got a new friend with me.
Hello.
Today, this is Mr. Isaac, and he's going to help me explain a little bit of a parable to you all. So Pastor Cindy's been talking about parables. Remember last week I told you to think of people as farmers? Well, today I'm going to ask you to think of people as dough that eventually becomes bread. Do you see this? Mr. Isaac is a baker, and he bakes lots and lots of bread. I don't know if you can see that. I tried to get, you see this little, it almost looks like sand. Do you see that? This is yeast. Yeah, this is yeast. So what you do is you'll add hot water to it, and you'll activate it, yeah? And then you add it to bread. And I've got 2 loaves here, two dough. I've got one here, and I've got one here. Now, I would like for you to think of people as dough, okay? They both look great, right? They both look wonderful, and you could bake it, and it might turn out, and they both would be edible, okay? But I'd like to do a little experiment to see what happens when you add yeast to it, okay? So Mr. Isaac has added yeast to one of these. He knows which one, but we don't yet. So what we're going to do is we are going to think of yeast as Jesus, okay? And we're going to see about adding Jesus to the dough, people, and seeing which one, we're just going to find out. I'm going to come back to you, okay? It's a little science experiment, all right? So let's let this rise, see what happens. Hey guys, welcome back. I have a surprise for you. So remember, one of the dough balls had yeast and the other did not, right? So I am excited to say that if you think of yeast as Christ, okay? I said Jesus, God, Christ, right? We have these little bits of, almost like sand. You can barely see it. Can you see it there? Okay, so here is the first dough ball, and here is the other one. Do you see how much bigger? Let's see. Let me see if I can. It kind of sat in the bowl, so it got, but do you see this? One still very solid, and one got full of air, okay? So one got bigger than the other because it rose. And we can think of ourselves as these dough balls. One is with Jesus and one is without. And we can think, what could we do if you were to bake this, it wouldn't be, it would stay the same. And if you were to bake the one that rose, it would end up a lot like this bread here. You see? So think of all the wonderful things, all the wonderful baked goods that you can bake with yeast. And if you think about all the wonderful things that you can do if you let Jesus inside your heart. Can you do that this week? Well, I hope you have a little piece of toast and you think about this week. And I will see you next time. Amen.